What a fucking palaver, mate. Right, just change the GoPro battery for the night lapse. Change the position of the camera so I obviously can see the camera while I'm talking into the camera. The camera is recording me talking into a camera. I caused myself a fucking nightmare, mate. Honestly. Honestly, Deezer. Create myself fucking heartache for no reason. You know what I mean? How much battery's left in that? Okay. Keep it in red. Right, so what I'm going to do is drink this, process the firewood down. Why am I using the axe? I'm not using the axe. What a fucking pain in the ass. It's actually in shot. Slightly in shot. Fuck it. I could talk to you while I'm battening wood later, so, but I'll put an external light source. So, have I got any other? I could probably use those blocks, stack them up, and I'll put the light source behind the camera. I can stack these up, and I don't have to move the camera then. While I'm talking into the camera, I could batten the wood. You know what I mean? So I'm actually using the Mora knife. I don't know why I was thinking I was using the axe. You can't see what I'm fucking doing, mate, can you? There you go. There you go. Right, let me show you my wood. Right, so basically I found a tree. I don't know what wood it is. It's got like an apple smell to it. So basically it's a tree. The last bit I snapped off, so it doesn't look like a saw mark. So obviously it's not showing that I'm there. But this whole bag is full of I've done the twigs, so if I probably show you a bit easier. Right, so basically I cut it that size on purpose. I'm going to quarter it with the Mora knife. It's seasoned. This is naturally fallen. This is not cut by the Forestry Commission. Because it's basically it's a sheared off branch basically, and it's basically kept off the ground by the branches underneath. Underneath I have kindling. I know it's been dead because if you can hear that, yeah, that's basically ready to burn. I can tell if it's moist in the middle because if you can hear this. If I get a piece of wood, it'd be easier. Get 2 pieces of wood to knock together. Okay. Reminds me of the forgot the name of it. Is it a cello? The wooden one. I don't know. Basically I'm going to batten some of these down. That's a bit weird angle, that one. Might keep that one whole actually. No. Why did I saw it that length? Weird. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I've got my firewood anyway. tend to carry... What the fuck am I doing? Oh, honestly, mate. Ugh. That was a lucky find, mate. A battening stick. Oh shit. I can't wait to fucking make that fire, mate. If I get this fucking beer inside me. Right, Neapolitan. This goes out to Hayes Outdoors. Thank you very much, good. That tastes like strawberry then. That was strawberry flavour. This is a good position actually. I had a bit of a shoulder pain earlier. It's weird. Like an impingement in the shoulder joint. I stretched it out. I went over to my yew tree. That's not my yew tree. My log store to go and get the lantern, which is there. Weird. I might do a vlog doing the kindling, basically, and I use the light and see how long that takes me to actually kindle. I'll do that as a separate video. Yeah. I wonder how long that'll take me. It's only quarters. Shouldn't take me too long. Something a bit thicker though. I could get that through. It's just blown over there. The wind's coming in, Carlos. That's a rubbish bag. If I just put that piece of wood on there, stop it from blowing away. Right, so I walked east. There you go. I walked east from here to the main path, and the trucks have literally come off the main paths and gouged literally tyre tracks through the woodland, and they're quite deep and they're all waterlogged. So I've had to gravitate sort of away from them onto the main path, and I walked south, and then you go west, and I come a little bit further along. Then I spotted the tree. Then I just spotted a clearing coming in. That's when I spotted the tree, which I was so close to the path, mate. It was a bit, put me on a little bit on edge. So I used the red light, and I cut obviously. Don't know how many feet. It's quite long. So, and I was just thinking, as a cut, I can actually get my firewood from here. I can actually park up down wherever I'm parking. I need disclosed it then. And come in, get the wood, carry it in a NATO sack, and take a couple of journeys back to the car. And that's a mile. I think it's about a mile. Yeah, about a mile, and then a mile back. But big chunks. And then just leave that in a log store. But I don't have a garden, so I can't have that. I need to stop blocking the light. Keep my hand there. There's no point in me putting the O-light on just for a vlog. If I'm doing demonstration purposes, then it's fine. Basically, I'll keep the camera here. I'm not sure if you can actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing here. Be easier during the day, but that's what happens when I go to bed late. I get up late, so I need my fucking sleep, mate. I can't just go on fumes, you know what I mean? So tomorrow I'll get up a bit earlier than I did today. I got up at 2, just before 2 today. Wake up naturally. It was very quiet last night. Wind stopped. There's a bit of wind coming through now. There's a bit of wind. There's only a slight bit of wind. No rain. Let me just check the camera. Yeah. So the camera's literally slightly on the edge of the tarp. I'm sort of just on one of the tabs here, but I don't want to go any further back. If it pours down with rain, I'm going to get drenched. I'll probably put the camera over there. I might put this camera over there to do my next vlog, but I'm a bit anxious because if it rains I can quickly grab the camera and, you know what I mean, the Rode microphone won't get wet. I'm not sure if like the waterproofing on it, I don't know, I need to research it. I'm a bit anxious about it because it's £150 worth of equipment. I thought I lost the actual transmitter. For some reason I put the receiver, I put the receiver, the Rode receiver, into the GoPro freezer bag. I always compartmentalise everything into freezer bags just in case. You never know. Don't want moisture getting into your stuff, even though the GoPro's protected within the case. But you never know. Anyway, so I brought all the stuff back here and I went north. Then I hit basically all these paths here and I had to navigate to get to here. Normally I can walk straight across. I can't do that because of certain parts of the ground, because it's been wet, the tyres are sunk deeper into the ground and gouged and made like there's certain places here which are soft, you know what I mean? So I found that obviously putting the tent pegs in, because it's been quite wet, obviously the ground's been absorbing quite a lot of water, you know what I mean? So the ground is very underneath is a bit clay. Like when I dug that fire pit, it's all waterlogged underneath. So obviously this time of the year, but obviously the trees are soaking it up, but to a point. I don't know. It's a lot worse than the deciduous wood because the trees are dormant, aren't they? That time of year they don't do photosynthesis. That's the word I'm looking for. Cheers to photosynthesis. That vlog is the most pain in the ass vlog set up. This one, to set the camera up. I don't know why. I don't know why it was such a pain in the ass to set up. I don't know why. Normally it doesn't take so long to set up. It's weird. Just I couldn't get the angle right. You know what I mean? At one point I had the legs spread out really wide and I'm like, I'm making it fucking hard for myself. So it's literally like that wide, and obviously I'm limited on where I could put the camera because it's so wide. You know what I mean? Make it fucking hard for myself, mate. Honestly. I don't know why I do it to myself. I don't know. I tell you what, the next bit, I'm going to do a time lapse of me processing the wood down. I'm not going to do a vlog. I'm not fucking setting the camera up again, mate. I'll have to move this camera underneath here and reset everything up again. I might put this camera into charge, actually. I'll do that. And I'll take the lavalier mic off and store that away. I'll leave the Rode microphone on there, but I'll take the camera off and I'll charge it in the tent. We'll see. I might do that. This might take me about 20 minutes, so I'll do a time lapse. I'll bring in the GoPro a bit closer, so obviously it can show me processing the wood down. I'm not talking for it. I need to just concentrate on that, then light the fire. But I'll do the time lapse of that. It's not just about filming. Like that hike, that mini hike that I done, obviously I haven't filmed it. It was good. Doing it, found that firewood, sawed that down. I don't need to film all that stuff. I've got to set up the shot and everything. No, you're not going to pick up anything anyway. Then I have to put a fucking light source in there and it's going to give away my position. It's all stealthy, mate. I was right near the path as well. Yeah. Feel good after that. Nice little hike. Then I had to navigate across the fucking courseways to get back here. It was fucking easier to walk in Dartmoor than it was across getting back to here, because obviously the Forestry Commission's come in and literally devastated the fucking area. What's going to happen, because the season's come in, then you got more debris that falls onto there, then obviously all that wood would decompose and then create another layer on top. But you've got to wait for that to decompose. Then they'll come in with the trucks again. There's white lines on the map. That's basically their logging lines. Basically, that's for them to come in and out. Honestly, mate, I've got to get up early tomorrow and I'll do a little vlog. And I'll basically walk the same route that I did yesterday and show you the area, mate. And you can see it for what I can see it as. Obviously it's different at night because you can't see shit with the GoPro at night. I proved that at Dartmoor. You can't see shit, mate. Don't want to take my camera out and I need all hands free. So I'll probably do the hike tomorrow, make it a bit more interesting. I'll show you the tree that I got the wood from and how I snapped it off. Or I might change my idea tomorrow. It's all free flowing, mate. Who fucking knows? Nothing's planned. Cheers. Nothing's planned. I've got my firewood, mate. I've got backup firewood there. I've got pine behind me here. I've got another wood there. That's fine. Tomorrow it might be an easy one and I don't go anywhere. I'll just show you the area here. But I will get up earlier so I can show you the topography of the area. I don't really want to venture out to the main paths during the day wearing this. You know what I mean? He is camping in there. So I don't want them seeing me. But I want to get out on my last day earlier while it's daylight. And I got to go basically west from the yew tree back here, west back to, I forgot how many degrees it is. It's sort of west-south, but it's not, it's sort of like still gradually sort of at a right angle, not a right angle, at a diagonal, sort of avoid all of these paths here and then hit the logging bit, which I'll come up to the main path. So I definitely can't go south here because I've got a weight on my back, mate. I'll end up fucking twisting my ankle, getting fucking my feet submerged in water. These boots are not waterproof anymore. But it was a good walk today, so I didn't wear my gaiters. I was like, fuck it, I'm not wearing them. Let's see what happens. I don't know. It's good for the mind though, mate. Because I had to walk along these gouges here, I literally could see my tent, and I was like, I can't get to my tent because I can't navigate, because I've come north from south, and I've lost that luxury. I've lost the luxury of coming into camp from the east or from the west or from the south, or vice versa. So I've lost that privilege, but I've had to adapt. At least I've still set up camp. My tent's fine. That ground that my tent's on, I've literally cleared all the roots up. So there's little roots that are sharp as fuck, mate. You know what I mean? And they'll go through the base of the tent, especially when you lay down, and that will damage the. Even though I've got a footprint, it will still damage it, mate, because it's gonna wear it away. So it's only plastic. I've got footprints for all my tents. The nature hike automatically comes with a footprint anyway. But the Van Gogh Bank shit, I've had to buy a separate footprint. The Lanshan, I bought a separate footprint for it. Okay, you can buy the Teflon. Is it Teflon? Not Teflon. Tyvek. But you got to cut it into shape, mate. And it's not so. What's the word? Flexible. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never bought it. I'm talking out my ass. Here, cheers for talking out my ass. It's supposed to be winter, mate. It's more like autumn. The sky's like really fucking light, mate. I've got my glow stick there. I set up the glow stick so it's basically facing south, and when I come in I can actually see the glow stick, which is quite convenient. That's in the tent now. I can slightly look to my right, well, at an angle to my back. I can see it. Beautiful. Got a little lantern going. Lovely. I'm going to make a fire, but I have to work for it. I have to process it down. I have to make it. But it doesn't cost me any money. The money that I spend on firewood to Dartmoor is fucking ridiculous. I can't get in the wood. I've scoured out the woodlands there, mate. There's no firewood there, mate, to burn. It's all fucking covered in moss and moist as fuck. It's wet. It's a very wet place. Very moist. Even in the winter, mate. It's moist as fuck. I went there in January and it was like crispy. Like it was like -4. It didn't even drop down that cold there. Well, it did. The first night was cold because I wasn't eating properly. Yeah. But you learn a lot when you go out in the elements. You have to adapt. The second night was a bit better because I was eating better. It's protein, mate. Animal protein will get your metabolism high enough. Trust me, I'm a lot warmer today. I've actually got. They're probably dead now. I think the hand warmers. I don't know if they're hot or cold. Let's test them. I've actually got hand warmers in my socks now. I'm not really sure if they're still warm. I just automatically put them in there. I think they're dead now. I'll keep them in there anyway. They're not harming anyone. The old hand warmers. Fucking great idea for hand warmers, mate. I think it's Alfie Aesthetics. Cheers to Alfie Aesthetics. He doesn't do any videos anymore. He's the reason why I got these nitro gloves. They last for so long. I bought these nitro gloves fucking like 3 years ago. And I go through one pair, when they start splitting, just get rid of them. And I've got another pair. I think I've got a set in here somewhere. I'm not sure. I need to itinerize my jacket again. But I've got a spare set in my top of my Bergen, and plus Viper gloves as well. But I don't tend to use them unless it's really cold. Like in Dartmoor. It got really cold. My digits were getting cold. When I went to Bournemouth, my hands were fine. My partner wasn't. I think because I'm so used to the cold temperatures. You know what I mean? I think when you put your body through extreme conditions, your body adapts. That's why I miss the outdoors, because I end up climatising to the weather. Oh, I think I've got a comment, but I'll keep that to myself. I'm trying to sort of be diplomatic when I do these videos, because I'm consciously knowing at the end of the day, this is my channel, I can do whatever I do. But I still need to be diplomatic when it concerns other people. What I tend to do is clear up my rubbish as I go. You know what I mean? I just don't dump rubbish on the floor. I tend to sort of clear it up as I go. I think because of being a chef, you know what I mean? You clear it up as you go, mate, because at the end of the day, you've got to fucking clear it up in the end. So why you know what I mean? Do it as you go. Done. You know what I mean? How many seconds did that take? That took like 30 seconds, dude. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now is do a time lapse of me basically processing the wood down. I'm not going to flog. I may have to charge this phone up, but I may not have to. If it's 60%, then I'll just turn it all off. I'll take this microphone off and put it, I might just keep it in here, as long as the fuzzy bit stays on, it's fine. Right guys, I'll catch you later. I think I'll just drop something on the floor. Let's have a look. I think it's my mat. I actually felt that go on the floor. Because of my hearing, I could feel vibrations. Strange. Anyway, bye bye.